Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We are looking at Bitcoin on a daily time frame. Happy Friday today. As you can see, we have the pressure to the downside coming in, but a little bit of good news is that we are in our level of support. This is the little head and shoulder formation we were talking about. We have finally formed it. And now it's time to make it or break it. Either we will hold the support, go sideways and up, and make a W and break up to higher levels of resistance, such as this 23,400 level and then the 28,000. Or we're going to break this bottom with all this liquidity that's been stacked up here. We're going to tap and break under it and then figure out where we find support and then go back up. If you're looking for your support over here, where it is on the lower side, you're going to have to zoom out and look to the left. Let me see if we can do it. There you go. So as you can see, the reason why we're consolidating at this level and finding support is if you look left, that was the previous area of consolidation before the entire breakout. This little, was it like a 20K consolidation? Once we finally broke the 20K back in 2020. Yes, back in 2020 we broke 20K, and that's when we went to the 60K breakout, and now we're coming right back to our original breakout consolidation area. If we lose this, well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to find some support either at 16,600, or we're gonna look for some support at 14,000, or we're gonna look for some support at 12,500. All of these levels, everyone knows. Okay, everyone is looking for the same stuff. This 19.5 was the main level. Today we took scalps off of it. I took a scalp on Ethereum. Members took a scalp off Bitcoin at 19.5. I already profited. I took a 50x leverage, so I already made my first take profit was at 50% profit, and my other one was at 70 some percent. So I am out of that trade now. It was a scalp. The market at open was just so beaten down, opening so negative that I was like, all right, well, as soon as this candle closes, I'm going to try to stop along, and that's exactly what we did, and it worked out. It doesn't always work out that way, especially with that kind of force coming to the bottom, but you know, it worked out. The point I was trying to make is I've been waiting for the drop, this drop, this drop. Now we're waiting for this level right here, this fib time. End of October, and right now we kind of made that formation where it does look like we're going to come to the downside, and I have my targets to the downside, my ultimate long-term spot buy. I have it right here. I'm showing it to you guys for full disclosure. I don't want no shenanigans later like, oh, you don't know, blah, blah, blah. So right now we're going to figure out if 19.5 is support. What I want to do is look for the resistance all the way over here at 28,000. The 200 EMA is also matching up with this level. And then if we break above this level 28, it's going to consolidate between 28 and my pink EMA, this 35, 36. So this is where I'm going to be looking for the next short. Right now I'm looking for a long scalp at this level of support, 19.5. If this level breaks, I have other levels I'm looking at Fibonacci wise for long scalp attempts, but my major next level will be this 12,500, which I know nobody wants to hear, but yeah, all this other stuff is just a Fibonacci extension possibility. Okay, this right here is real. This fib that you're looking at right here, right? This all these little numbers you're watching. Okay, you see how I'm making those lines thicker? All this over here. You seeing how I'm making these lines thicker over here? Here's thicker, thicker. Now, did you notice that when I was making these lines thicker, these lines also got thicker? This is the fib extension where I'm expecting this consolidation. Once finished, if we break under this gold line over here at around 18,600, once you start closing underneath that, you have one last attempt at 17.6, which was our last wick. Once we lose that, the possibilities of how deep we go gets very drastic for long-term believers. Let's just say it at that. So let's just go level by level. If we break down today from where we're at on Bitcoin from like the 19.5, 19.6, I'm looking for 18.6, then 17.6, then 16.6. We're going by $1,000 increments. Each one of those $1,000 increments, even if you're 10x leverage, you're going to get liquidated. You understand? So if Bitcoin wants to just dump $3,000, everyone's going to cause the mass capitulation to the downside. Okay? So that is enough of tinfoil talk. Back to the daily. As I was saying, if we find support and go sideways, we can go up. If we start losing this 19.5 level, I already showed you what levels we're looking for next. Let's see how it plays out. Let's go to a 4-hour just to see a quick zoomed in view. Also, keep in mind today is Friday. People are going to want to take risk off. They do not want to hold positions over the weekend after all the bull stuff that we've been going through. Just be warned. This weekend, members, we're going to be strict, chill policy. We will not be taking trades off of here and there. It will be very, very specific levels that we'll be scalping on. So we hope the low volume makes some extreme volatility where it hits our levels, because our levels are going to be extreme levels. Aside from that, on a 4-hour, you can see all the EMAs are on the bottom. You're even being pushed down by your lowest EMA, the 9 EMA. Until we can claim this 9 EMA, it's only downside we're looking at. Volume is slowly coming to I mean, I'm not saying the volume is slowing down, but the sell volume is doing something. There's much more sell than buys. So why were we trying to attempt the long scalp? It was because of the level. I don't have too much confidence that this won't take out this. All these people over here probably feel real safe thinking this was an inverse head and shoulder situation. I think we're going to tap under this level. 18.6 was the level I was talking about after we lose 19.5, 19.6. And then after this level gets tapped, if we don't find support here, we're looking for 17.6, which is the last wick low. So please mark these levels on your chart, guys. You should use these levels as entries and stop losses, depending on what side of the trade you are taking, and then also take profits. Because if you're taking a short from 19.6, you better take profit at 18.7, 18.6. Otherwise, if all the buyers are waiting for those levels to buy the dip, you're gonna get annihilated in your short on the quick move up. So just get ready. My next level of short would be like around here, like 22,000. And then that's the best area to enter short. But right now at 21K would be an ideal area to short. If this gets picked up and comes back up, I will try to scalp a short at 21K, just logically. And then you can even start a short even earlier, like 2,300, because that was the level. 2,300, 400 was the level that was a breakdown. And then 20,800 was where I got stopped out of my long attempt. That's another level of resistance to the top side. This 20,820 and then 20,400 is a little bit of a range for us to break above to become bullish. Until that area gets broken, that area will just be a short magnet for us to like rescalp a short. Once we took profit here, let it ride up, short it, ride it back down, take profit, scalp along, etc., etc., etc. Okay, that's what we're looking at. Now I'm gonna let this go, and then we're gonna go look at Ethereum real quick. But the merge is over now. Now every other coin that wanted to be an Ethereum killer officially lost all value. There is no freaking use case for these coins. They just became Dogecoin, freaking Shiba Inu, fucking cummies. Okay, they became a useless coin, meme coin, whatever. Right now, what's going on is we have a lot of pressure to the downside. I don't know if yeah, it doesn't even show it. We are coming to the down, very, very rough. Here, we'll leave it like that. And like, want that wick, that. I'm gonna just hold that there for now. I know there's a lot of drawings going on here. I'm gonna remove everything. I'm gonna keep it clean. I'll bother the members with the rest of that stuff. So here on the daily, as you can see, Ethereum tried to break higher. We failed, tried again, failed. Lower highs, downward, trend is in continuation from here. All this over here never made a new high. It was all lower highs. Okay, so this was an ideal area to short. Now this is an ideal area to short. Now this is an ideal area to short. Okay, that's just how it works. Made the head and shoulder formation, which I've been saying at nauseum for Bitcoin and Ethereum. I said either it was going to be a fake out and you will see a quick extension above this neckline. And if that doesn't happen, this head and shoulder will play out and you will get the measured move. And the measured move from this neckline to this is basically the bottom. Okay, so I mean, even if you come all the way here, the consolidation is going to be rough. So keep that in mind on the daily. Already we're testing downside. If we lose this level right here at 1420, which is where we were trying to do our long scalp, the downside will come fast. So that's why I scalped that 1420 and I took it out at 1450-ish because the possibility of this going down further is there. The volume is slowing down, yes, but the 4 hour has not showing you a real reversal, or the daily. Okay, so this is the daily, but I'm gonna go on the 4 hour right now. If the daily continues to close like this, the EMAs will cross to the bearish and actually push past 1420, and then we're gonna have to look at like where we find support at like 1250, or are we going all 1250 to 1300, or are we going all the way down to like 1000 to 850? So we're gonna find that out in the next few days, and I think the weekend is gonna play a very, very pivotal role in that. Also today, the US government released their framework on crypto regulation. So people are going to review that and make their conclusions as well. So get ready for all of that good stuff. What else? So this is a 4 hour. Obviously, we're just being pushed to the downside. The 9 EMA is acting as resistance. Until we claim the 9 EMA, there is no upside. All the EMAs now are losing my pink EMA. So it's like confirming the downside action. As these EMAs cross over the white and the pink, the force of the selling is just showing you that it's growing and continuing. I think this was a great attempt. I think the next attempt will be like over here around 1350. From 1350 to about 1260, you're gonna have to like see where it wants to find the support bounce and then go from there. US markets, let's check real quick. What is US markets doing? US markets started down very hard, but it is coming up. So the upside is there from the people buying the dip in US equity markets. So keep that in mind. Aside from that, guys, yeah, I told you, if we lose this level, you know what we're looking on lower. If we find support, we can go higher. Here is the resistance to the upside. It's that $1,500 level, and then we scalped the 1420 because it was a previous month low. Once that 1420 breaks, you know, we're looking for around 1350, 1360, and then after that we can look for support around 250-ish. This is the next fib that I'm looking to take a long scalp at, which is 1230. So all this middle, I don't even give it. I don't care. What I will do is I will take a short at 1500 and I will take a long at around 1230. This 1420 level, I'll try to scalp it one more time, but you know, after that you got to let it go because the short was supposed to take profit at 1420, and that's why that long scalp worked out properly. Okay, so now once we do claim this $1,500 level, it can be your long entry to take profit at 16. So I'm going to leave everything the way it is because right now we broke out of this channel, and that's why we're going to the downside. When we do claim this channel back, it will be more upside to come because this is a bull flag kind of setup. It's just the 3 legs kind of situation. You know, you got 1, you got 2, you might get one last leg to just get all that liquidity, all this liquidity that's just chilling over here. They're going to just tap it all out and then come all the way over here somewhere and then flip it around. You might even see 1350 be the bottom, you know, 1350 to like just maybe under it, like 1300. So we are watching this candle by candle, but we're doing it on a 15-minute. Give you a little taste. So this is what we were trying to do. We're scalp out long over here. We wanted to take our profit at the 21. We know that it can go back up to the $1,500 level, but this area might be a short now. So, because if you're taking a profit on your long over here, you're going to see sell pressure. So if you can fill a short over here and all the longs are taking profit in this range, you can take a short and scalp a quick long, a quick short to the 21, you know. So this is now gonna go like this, and once it claims the middle of the channel, you can let it go. So there we go. That's what we're looking at, and if you want to see it on Bitcoin, I'll give it to you on Bitcoin too. This is what members get, and all my other indicators are off. You're just seeing doodles and EMAs and fibs. So this is what we were trying to scalp on Bitcoin. This is where one of our members took the long on Bitcoin, and I was already telling him take profit, take profit, take profit. He already took some, so that's great. And I think we're going to find a lot of resistance over here at 19.8, 19.850. 19.8 to 19.850 we'll find resistance, because if we claim this, then we're going to shoot up really, really fast. But if we get rejected here, this is going to roll over and come back down and try to test this area. So we are all already in profitable trades. We have taken our profit. At this point, we're just going to wait and see what price action wants to do. If this does become an inverse head and shoulder and starts getting accumulated, we'll know we're ready for our lower target hit. If this thing starts making lower highs, higher lows, then we can start scalping in on a support like this level right here at 19.6. That was the block that we were looking from left. So all right, guys. Well, I hope everyone had a great day today. Happy Friday. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to please like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications if you haven't already. Leave a comment in the section below to tell me how I can be better. I will do whatever I can to accommodate your guys' needs to show you the value that I can bring. Hence why we have that membership service for scalps. Aside from that, if there are any other assets you would like me to cover that we haven't already, feel free to leave the ticker on the section below, and I will give you that chart in our Discord group today. So feel free to join our Discord group if you haven't already. It's down on the descriptions of this video. And aside from that, guys, I will see you in that Discord later today as we watch this trade mature. And if this short squeeze is about to kick in, we're going to see that extension to that 200 at basically 20K Bitcoin later today. So, and that's an area that we're going to short. So just be ready, guys. And yeah, let's see how everything plays out. Here it is. I'm going to move that right here, just so there's no shenanigans. This long scalp. The next one is going to be over here. You don't want to keep hitting that same area. We already know that this is here, but the reason why I want this lower scalp is because if this does roll over, this is going to be the next area as per this channel. If this channel continues, you're going to know that this is wrong as soon as it breaks out of this channel or breaks into that channel. So that's what we're looking at on Bitcoin. Just any long, on any time at the bottom of the descending channel gets hit, I love taking longs. Once you see something like this, like see this was coming close, this was coming close, but then this one didn't come even close and we already started reversal, this just shows you that now the sell pressure stopped. It's subsiding, and this thing came after going sideways, right? So this was the liquidation candle for the stops. Like it took all the stops and the longs out, then it goes up to stop out all the shorts. This should just push up. Well, how high is it going to go? We don't know. Is it going to go 1950 and stop, or is it going to go even higher? Because above 1950, you're going to take out that previous high, and then we really are going to hurt these shorts, right? So yeah, let's see what happens. It's going to be an interesting day, especially since it's Friday. I would be looking to hedge a short. I'm not looking to take a long. The long was into the morning. Now the market maker should be bringing prices high as they possibly can for their short into the weekend, is the logic that I would be using in this scenario. So that's why the long scalp was like ideal for us. All right, guys. Well, sorry for talking your ear off. I hope you guys have a great day today. Just keep in mind, if you're in a trade, make sure you take profits. The US market is floating up right now, but after that 4-hour candle close, you can see the continuation to the downside. You're looking at a 15-minute candle chart over here. Don't get dazed by this shit. Look at the 4 hour. Okay, before I let you go, just look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour is trying to bullishly engulf this last previous one. This wick is beautiful, but as soon as this next 4 hour opens, that next 4 hour is going to just push towards these wicks. There's too much money here now. So they have to consolidate, and the volume on this sell is not low. So this is not a reversal scenario for me. I would like to see buy volume. So I want this in 1 hour to actually go green and above this previous and close above this 9 EMA on a 4 hour candle for the next candle to claim this golden pocket and continue higher. Like right above 20K, we want to break above this 19,970 order block and just shoot on up to the 21 EMA over here on a 4 hour, which is like 20,300, which was that 20,300, 20,400 little block of hell, and then 20,800 where I got my pain on my long scale. So keep all of that in mind, guys. This 28 is a huge level. That's why it's a thick level. If you go to your weekly, what are those levels? These thick levels that you're looking at, oops. These thick levels that you're looking at are from the actual bottom, and you can't even see it. So yeah, but you understand what I mean. The level significant is the thick one, and if you look at the weekly, look, if this is how we closed Friday, this was a bearish engulfly weekly candle, right? How is that supposed to be bullish for next week? I don't know. Even next week, if we open, we're probably going to test the mid of that and then see if we reject, because the head and shoulder is now starting to form on the weekly chart. This is just Bitcoin. On Ethereum, it's freaking totally different. On Ethereum, it's not a head and shoulder formation yet, because if it does come to the downside, so many people will feel liquidation pain. The alts will tank. It's going to be disgusting and ugly. And right now, what this was a pump up to the 21, so the 21 doesn't cross this 200. But as this pump failed, you are about to show some death cross situation scenarios. So yeah, guys, just be ready. Don't get too bullish. Just scalp. Have your stop losses set. Downside is very possible, and by the way of this candle, I am not in any way, shape, or form bullish for next week. Thank you. That's all the conclusion I wanted to put in. So scalping a short is probably wise. Just make sure it's as high as possible. All right, guys, that was my last 2 cents. Have a great day. Sorry for the long video, but I love you guys. Be safe. Talk to you soon.